and welcome to episode 96 of the Graceful Tangle podcast. I'm Amy Kate. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is currently March 12th, 2022. It's March 13th. Hello, it is March 13th. However, you won't be seeing this until March 15th if you're watching the day that this went up, which is also my sister's 13th birthday, which is very, very exciting. Anyway, I cannot believe we're already in the middle of March. That is bonkers to me. I feel like time is going by so fast. It's crazy. But it's been a good month so far, and I hope that you have had a good start to your month as well. I'm really excited to be back with you guys this week. I have just a few projects to share, actually. I am chugging away at some designs currently. I actually don't have any finished objects or works in progress to share that aren't designs this week, which is really crazy and very rare. I'm not actually sure there has been a podcast episode yet where I haven't had anything but designs. It's crazy. That being said, I am hoping to start some new things this week. If you have a pattern suggestion from another designer that you think I should make, definitely let me know in an email or in the comments below, because I would love to hear it. I'm itching to cast something new on, but I just can't settle on a specific design yet. So, anyways, also up at the front, I do want to mention I do have a little bit of a cold, so my apologies if you can hear that in my voice. Just a little bit of, congestion, all of those fun things. 'Tis the season. I'm gonna blame it on the weather partially. I am in a big family, so it's kind of just going around, but at the same time, we just have to realize the fact that last episode I was in shorts and short sleeves, and it was like 80 degrees outside. Yesterday, it was literally freezing all day long, and now I'm in sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt because Alabama can't make up its mind, but I'm not complaining. Yesterday was kind of a fun, I don't know, it was funny because I kind of had this idea that I would love to live in Canada or, someplace really north where it's legitimately cold for a few months out of the year. Yesterday, like I said, it was freezing all day long. It did not get above freezing except for maybe a couple of hours. I'm not sure what the actual high was. The point is, I'm not itching to do that. I think yesterday was enough. I don't want it to be literally freezing all the time. Anyways, I think it's going to warm up a little bit this week, which I am excited about. But yeah, anyways, so like I mentioned, I do have a few projects to talk about this week, so let's just go ahead and hop into it with some designs. Okay, first up, let's talk about the blanket that I'm currently working on because I am loving this design. It's actually kind of hard to stay focused on it because this design is going so well, but I'm also itching to start another blanket that I've had in my mind for quite a while now. So it's kind of hard to stay focused on just one, but I am limiting myself to one blanket at a time. Pretty sure that's a wise move. But this is going to be my first modular crochet blanket. I am making a whole bunch of these squares and then I'll seam them all together and it'll result in a big and beautiful blanket, and I am really, really excited about it. I'm using Hobie Mega Ball yarn. I have this light pink color, but I'm actually almost out of it because I finished all of the squares in it this week, which was my goal. I'm so happy that that happened. I just dropped this one. But now I'm going to start making about, I think, 13 squares in this color, which is like a deeper pink, purpley color. And then I'll use this same gray for the little single crochet stripes and the borders on all of the squares as well. So that'll stay the same and consistent. Now, like I mentioned, I did finish all of the squares in this color this week. That was actually my goal for this week. However, I completely forgot about this project until I think it was Thursday. I don't know. In the back of my mind, I knew I was forgetting to work on something. It turns out it was this. But that being said, I put a lot of work into it yesterday and Friday, and I was able to finish the rest of the squares that I needed to get to my grand total of 12. There's going to be 25 total squares in this blanket, so 13 of that purpley color and then 12 of this pink. And yeah, so here they all are, quite a large number. I am just loving this project. It is so great. I have it all in this basket. right here. Not, you know, an overly beautiful basket, but it's a basket nonetheless. And so it's just really simple to carry it around, you know, like watch a movie downstairs or take it in various places in my room. Like, it's just really simple, and I really like that. But yeah, that's about it. It's going great. It is going great. I am thinking of creating a tutorial for this blanket, mainly for the purposes of showing how to seam the squares. So let me know if that would be something that you're interested in. My thought process behind it is that I can make one of the squares on camera and just kind of provide a visual aid for that step. And then I will have then another segment in that same video will be me actually seaming the entire blanket together and showing you how to do that, and then probably adding the border too. So I'm kind of still playing with that idea. I'm not exactly sure how the filming process of that would actually go, because it's kind of hard to see something on camera, just because it's better to have a big space, and you know, the camera only has such a big frame. But that's kind of my plan. Like I said, let me know if you'd be interested in that. Let me know if that would be helpful for you. Seaming can be a little bit tricky, and I never want it to be that way in my patterns, so I try to provide a visual aid when I can. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm playing with right now, but I am loving this. It's going great. My plan for this week is to make, I don't know, like 5 or 7, something like that, squares, and they'll hopefully color about half of what I need to make overall would be great. And then hopefully I'll finish them the next week, do the border the week after that, and seam it, and then get it all ready to release. That's kind of my plan. I'm hoping for an April release for this design. I'm also hoping for it to be kind of like early to mid-April instead of late, but we'll see how all of that goes. I'm kind of still working out dates for the next few releases, but I am really excited about that design. I think it's going to open up just a whole new realm of possibilities in like the modular blanket world, and I am very, very excited about it. Okay, next up is actually a finished object. So this is a design that I am doing in collaboration with Leap of Faith yarns. It's going to be a new sock design. These have such a beautiful lace front for the front half of the leg and the foot, or the top of the foot. And then the back is just stockinette, which I really, really love, especially for like speckly or striped yarns like this. I think it's so beautiful to be able to kind of showcase in one project what the yarn looks like in a texture pattern or lace pattern in this case, and then also in just plain knit stitch. I love it, and it's also so fun. You get like a little break every single round from the texture pattern. It's really, really great. So I finished my sample of these socks, which is super exciting. I'm going to be getting the pattern all ready to release soon, and then it's going to be coming out later this month, which is super duper exciting. I use, like I said, Leap of Faith yarns, and I believe this colorway is called Bryce Canyon, I think. It is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot get over this colorway. It is amazing. It is hands down my favorite colorway that she offers, but she has so many gorgeous ones right now. I will link her shop down below. I just absolutely love her little business and just what she stands for, and then just her herself. It's amazing. So definitely support her if you feel so desire to do so. This pattern is going to be coming out later this month, so it would be super fun to purchase one of her skeins of yarn and then make yourself these socks. I am thrilled to have this design almost ready to go because it was so much fun to make, and I'm excited to see your guys' versions as well. I'll take one of them off the blockers so that you can see it close up. But yeah, so here is what the lace looks like. It's just a really simple lace pattern. It's not too difficult at all. I really, really like the way that it looks. And then again, here is the stockinette back. I just can't get over how beautiful this colorway is. It's amazing. I can't talk, but it's amazing. I just love all the colors so much. She captured it so, so beautifully. Alrighty, so that is my, whoops. Let's pick that up before I lose it. Okay, I do have one more project to talk about. And I have put a lot of work into this project this week, but also just a lot of time in general has gone into this design. It has definitely been one of the most challenging designs I have done so far, just in terms of, you know, getting everything set up correctly with the color work portion, and then sizing it was pretty difficult because, you know, it has to be the right multiple for the color work to work. Anyway, it has been quite a challenge. kind of difficult to find the brain space to actually work on it between, you know, school and work and regular business stuff. It's just kind of a lot. But it's going so well, and I have finished the first colorwork section, so I am at a great place to show it, which was definitely my goal for this week for podcast filming purposes. Okay, so this is going to be a new cardigan design. I'm still trying to come up with a name. I haven't quite decided on one yet. I have something in my mind, but I don't really like it, honestly. It's just like the first thing that came to my mind, so I don't know. I'm still pondering it. But here is what it looks like. So, like I mentioned, this is going to be a colorwork design. I'm making it bottom up. So this is actually the back panel and the front panels all together. So when you wear it, it's going to go kind of like this almost. And it is going to be so cute. I'm so excited about this. Like I said, it's going great, and that is just a really big accomplishment right now. But yeah, so here are all of the little flowers. I think they turned out so cute. I really like the way that the chart looks. And then, of course, how it knits up is so fun. So this is a collaboration that I am doing with Hobie for their Spring Fling 2022 challenge over on Instagram. Definitely follow that hashtag because there are so many beautiful projects out there being created with this challenge. And this one is mine. So my thought right now is to do one more repeat of the flowers, and then I will go into a solid green section, and then I'm hoping to do some sort of like cloud design and go into like kind of a grayish blue color for the sky in a sense. So my hope is that this design is kind of like a full spring scene in a sense in cardigan form, which I think is really exciting. I haven't done anything like this in the past, so I'm excited to be trying something new just as a designer. But yeah, it's going great. It's going great. It's been a lot to get to this point, but I've done it, and now it's kind of just smooth sailing. I've got this short figured out. Yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. So I'd love to hear your thoughts below. I'm going to be providing a lot of just other details in the pattern on, you know, ways you can kind of customize it. You could do like all the flowers in one color or every flower a different color. You could repeat the chart more times or less times, however you desire. But yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. The needles that I'm using are my Knitter's Pride Mindful needles, and I am obsessed with these needles. I actually have a full unboxing and review of the needle set that they sent over to me. I'll put the link to that video in the description box below. These are just amazing needles, and I'm having a lot of fun using them for sure. Yeah, I'm loving them. They're going great. So that is that design. Oh, the yarn, if you're curious, it is from Hobie. But it is called Tweed Delight. So there's some info about the yarn if you're curious. But yeah, I love it. I'm excited. It's going great. It's going great. I'm hoping to make a lot of progress on this design as well. Hopefully I can do the second colorwork repeat. That's my hope. I think there's only going to be 2. I haven't quite decided yet, but that's my thought right now is just 2. So I'm excited. I'm excited to keep working on it. I'm going to see how many times I can say excited. I've got to come up with another word for that, but it's going great. I'm loving it very, very much. Okay, the last project that I'm working on is another pair of slipper socks. So, exciting news. Apologies for the sniffling. I hope that is not driving everybody crazy. I am trying my best to prevent it. Colds are not fun, but it's just a part of life sometimes. Okay, so I am making another pair of slipper socks, and really exciting news. This pattern is going to be coming out later this week, and I am so pumped to share it with you guys. I'm going to be having a full video tutorial for this design, but also the pattern on my blog, on Ravelry, Etsy, of course. And I am just really looking forward to releasing it. It's been a long time coming. A lot went into this design, just getting it right in many ways. But it's finally ready. I did all of the final last minute prep this weekend, which was so amazing. I'm glad that it is all done and ready to hit that publish button later on this week, which is going to be great. It's going to be so fun. So I am doing kind of a St. Patrick's Day inspired pair, and I'm having so much fun with them. So here is the yarn up close. I am using Knit Picks Muse in the colorway Pride Speckle, I believe. And it's just such a pretty green speckle. It's on a white base with different shades of green as the speckles. It gets really, really light, but then also really, really dark, which I think is just gorgeous. These are going to be so fun to wear. This is obviously just the first one. I haven't made the second one yet, but these are so quick. So it's definitely going to be a good little mindless project for the week. And then my hope is to post about them and wear them on St. Patrick's Day. That's kind of my little grand plan. I am using a size 8 needles for these, and these are actually my Knitter's Pride. Kind of have two names. I got this set that's called Melodies of Life, I think, years ago, but it's like the same thing as the Knitter's Pride Sings. So I really, really like these needles, though. They're some of my favorites. They're aluminum, and then each size is a different color. Very comparable to the Knit Picks Prism set. If you have used that set or seen that set, they're very similar. But yeah, I'm enjoying using them. It's actually been a while since I've used these needles, so it's been a lot of fun to use them for this project. I was actually going to use my Knitter's Pride, the Mindful needles, and then I realized they were on my cardigan, so I wasn't going to take them off to make these socks, so I just grabbed a different size, or a different pair. But yeah, I just started this like last week. The cuff took me last night. The cuff took me like 5 minutes to knit. Like, these are just so quick. They're great for watching a movie and knitting them, reading a book, really anything. They're also made with worsted weight yarn and size 8 needles, and because of that, the gauge is loose, so there's not many stitches, and there's such a cozy fit. So, I'm really excited to release this pattern. Definitely stay tuned for it, because it's a good one. I'm pumped about it. I think it's going to be really fun to release it to you guys. So yeah, I will continue working on those this week, and then hopefully I will have those to share as an FO in next week's episode. Okay, that is it for all of the knit and crochet content this week, guys. Just those few designs. Like I said, I am itching to start some new things, so that will definitely be happening soon. But I'm also in a good place with all of these whips, so I'm just kind of trying to chug along and make some really good progress this week on those. Okay, I do have a little devotional that I would love to share with you guys, so let's go ahead and talk about that for a few minutes. Okay, so for devotional this week, I wanted to talk about something that I have mentioned quite a few times already on the podcast, but it is just such an important little piece of my life that I wanted to talk about it again. So for the past while, like a few years now, I have been keeping a gratitude journal. So every single day I will write down 10 things that I'm grateful for. It can be something as simple as, beautiful weather, or my car, or comfy clothes, or something as big as an answered prayer, or a new relationship, something along those lines. And it has just completely changed my entire mindset. As Christians, we are called in the Bible to have a heart of gratitude, a heart of thankfulness, and to always thank God for the things that He's doing in our lives, instead of focusing on the things that we wish we could change. We're called to pray about those things, to seek Him first, and I think making this list for me personally has definitely helped in all of those aspects, but also in so many more in my life. I am so happy to say, but my instinct now is to be grateful, is to find something to be grateful for. And before I started doing this tiny little thing every day, I don't think I was like that. I mean, I don't really remember, but the point is now I am so much more intentional on being grateful instead of focusing on what isn't there or what I wish was there, or whatever the case may be. So I just want to encourage you. My gratitude journal literally just looks like this. It is I didn't even take the sticker off. It's just a basic spiral bound notebook. I actually hit list number 700 this week. So 700 consecutive days of just writing these lists. And like I said, it has just been a completely game changer. And it's been amazing. And I've grown so much just as a person and as a Christian doing this little task, and I couldn't recommend it more. So to get into it, it might be easy to just write down 3 things every day for a week and just see how it goes, see if anything changes in your mindset. And this isn't to it can very easily become focusing on the positivity or focus on being happy. And while that is important in some ways, it's also very important to recognize that sometimes things are hard and sometimes bad things do happen. And so while it's important to realize those things and to understand, as best you can, why they happened, what went wrong, what you can do to prevent that in the future, or if it's something completely outside of your control, to just pray about it. And again, while all of that is important, it is also important to focus on the good things in your life, because if we are chasing after God, if we are seeking Him first, there are always so many good things in life, because nothing bad comes from Him. So I hope that was an encouragement for you. It is such a simple little thing, but I can't emphasize enough how important it is. Actually, in one of my classes in college, I am in a humanities class. It's associated with my scholarship, so I've actually been in it for, I think this is my 3rd semester taking this class. It is also my last one, which is very, very exciting. I am looking forward to be done with this class. But recently my instructor talked about being grateful and keeping a gratitude journal, and he wasn't talking about it in the same way that I am. It wasn't from a Christian standpoint. It was more from like a worldly standpoint on being grateful, being mindful, and things like that. But it was astonishing, and I wasn't in the classroom. I am doing it from home because of my school schedule in this particular class. But you're required to send in a question. So I asked him a question, and then I also mentioned that I keep a gratitude journal. And his response was, the students that were in the classroom had the look on their face showed that they had never heard of the idea. And I think that that's so sad, because we should, again, be focused on being grateful for the things that we do have, instead of worrying or thinking about or just struggling over the things that we don't have or the things that we wish we could change. So again, I hope that was an encouragement for you. Always, always be grateful. Always find something to be grateful for. So in terms of a little bit of a life update, it has been, I guess, a pretty standard week. I've gotten a bunch of school done. I actually had to do some school on Saturday, which is not what I would choose to do. But I had some big assignments that just needed to be finished. So that's what I did. Worked a lot this week. School, business stuff, all per usual. And of course, now I have this lovely little cold to kind of start off the next week, which is a bummer. But luckily, it is totally not that bad. And I am very, very grateful for that. Again, always find something to be grateful for. Anyways, I hope that you are having an absolutely amazing week. I hope that you have tons of time to create. I hope I have a lot of time to make things. I'm definitely itching to spend more time doing it, but sometimes there are just a limited number of hours in a day, unfortunately. Sometimes I wish time was limitless, but alas, it is not. Anyways, I hope that you're having a great week. I hope that you continue to do so. Let me know in the comments below what you are working on this week. And until next time, happy making. Bye.